Hello everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa. Currently Makoto is saying that Celestia Lunenburg is not Celeste's real name.
I believe
Lars-
it.
Yeah. I mean, Celeste is currently going crazy and has like at least 2 or 3 new sprites. And as we all know, that is a clear sign of a killer.
Maybe Genocide Jill isn't the only one with an alter ego. Anyways, let's get it. Make my argument.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
it would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg!
Eyes is upside down.
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me, that's the only truth there is! Moron!
Wow, you got an achievement. The color of television.
Well, I clearly know
Congratulations.
what this is.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last
The
name.
killer's
last name.
If there's
No,
one
that's
person
not what I
here
wanted.
who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what you...
how many times? Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
No, that's wrong.
Bitch.
That's it! The handbook!
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma
That's
told
so
us
smart.
all about it before.
Byaku's just like, it's like I've been telling you all along.
This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. If you steal each other's fucking notebooks, I'm going to slash you in half. Just like me. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
He's gonna use his
Even
baby
when
face
I'm
out of
being
this.
checked, it's just my nature not to give up. Because, 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 until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it.
Is
Let
it
me go
comic
over the case
time?
again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes.
oh my god.
Oh my god, it's
And
comic
that'll
time.
bring everything to an end.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The best part of the trial.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Please. What the shit?
Whoever drew this comic style just really does not like Hifumi.
No. See, look! They chloroformed him. Wow. Look at Taka.
Wow.
He looks cool.
He's so nice looking. Too bad we'll never see him again. That's such a glorious way to spill blood. Look at the twirl.
Because number 3 was used on him.
Yeah. Or at least he claimed number 3 was used.
Yes.
Hmm. That's unfortunate.
She said, when I asked for a hammer, this isn't exactly what I meant.
I like how, like, the ones looking at Hifumi are, like, fucking screaming while, like, the ones looking at Taka are like, huh.
I'm so concerned. I don't want to get it wrong.
Yeah. I think the thing that Hifumi
I think everything
used
else
to,
is right.
Yeah, I think the thing Hifumi used to incriminate is Justice Hammer 2.
Oh yeah, there's another hammer on the floor.
Here's exactly what happened. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Ugh.
Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
So, where's the bitches at? Oh.
That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect.
Like
So
how
when
big
met
they
up
draw
with
his
him,
hair in the comic.
It's so nice.
They drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally,
Ooh.
at 6 a.m., they moved
Comic
into
is
the
so
murder
good.
phase of their plan.
Yeah.
They called Taka to the equipment room.
Oh, ah. Ah. And that was the
And
last
that's where
time Taka
Hifumi killed
ever
him,
screamed.
looking at the scene of the first murder.
Uh-huh.
The murder
Look at his
weapon was
ankles.
Justice Hammer 4.
The thinnest
my
ankles
God.
we've ever
There
done
in the
did see.
equipment room.
How did those ankles carry him?
The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes.
Oh, look how cute.
Next, they
He
falsified
looks so
2 more assault
baby.
incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds. That the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
Thanks,
while we did
everyone.
that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for.
Ooh,
He
ah.
took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered.
Dog.
He let out a scream to draw us back, And when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped
Goddamn.
Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
What's up with the flowers?
Are they gonna be back to back? Wow, how
Wow.
edgy.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
That's so ironic. He looks like a Kingdom Hearts character.
Lost?
He did.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko?
My next door neighbor when I was 6 years old.
Oh my god.
Finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Interesting. The accent was fake.
I didn't like that one bit where I fucked up a lot.
It's like, boo.
96 fucking tokens. Let's go. I'm going
no,
shopping.
they gave. Oh no.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
Oh. So sad.
Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Yay, guilty.
We win.
What?
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised this whole stinking scheme was... Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan? But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty. Lying.
My specialty, don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then,
Then did you use... You know.
I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. Oh my god. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... She talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What? What are you talking about?
just
Mother.
a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here.
I'm totally out of the loop. As usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you're the one who stole it? You bitch.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And
And
you
they wouldn't
used
have
it.
gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
You're the same age as us. And you used it to drag Kufumi into the plan you'd come up with.
Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you, alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
What?
are you okay with
It was
this?
Taka. He stole it.
What? I fucking knew it. That
So
bitch.
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a good use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taco's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her.
You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
What?
As for
Please
me,
forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
He did?
as for me,
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then, it's hard for me to even say, he abused me,
What?
What?
and he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime. An absolute crime. I know he got a little crazy, but
Say what?
I never imagined he would go that far.
It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was.
I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to fucking kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him.
most unfortunate.
Wait, please, if you go now, you will be playing right into his hands.
Huh?
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't need...
Stalker's going to try to kill you.
What?
Indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself.
That bastard. Bastard!
Honestly.
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts?
Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear!
I have to save her.
Actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan.
Ooh, what's
I have
this?
devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that the item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem.
You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect?
Because you're stupid.
That's it?
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though.
I feel like I could cry.
well,
But when you are explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead?
What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live?
Are you okay with
That's
this?
simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to stay, to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on.
And he really believed that?
Well, of course, that wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was... Well, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it.
It all seems very straightforward. Stereotypical.
I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
so in the end,
So you had planned to kill him all along? But of course, there would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
How could human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be
Now you sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about
No,
that.
he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt and the aspect. We are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what made you take things this far?
Was it really just for money?
Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. That's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been to escape.
But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little
Obviously, that was a lie!
Ugh.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here. I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know why? Huh? Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Just like
And there was
Sayaka.
no way. There was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. Simple. A castle? And together handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life, that was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
fortunately my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared?
My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared.
Yes, indeed.
That's right, I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice then,
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
You just get executed again.
Celeste smiled then, and when she did it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills,
You all
chills.
done? Okay, let's get rolling. The blanket has disturbed the peace and must pay the price.